2K's back at it again, guys, and if you're like me and you want to see them do better, then like the video right now, because look at this cheese right here. They updated their terms of service, and they say that the legal terms are changing on February the 28th of 2024, and we have to accept the new terms in order to play after that date. And so 2K right now is saying you have to agree to our terms or you can no longer play 2K, even though literally everybody already bought the game. And so let me know down below in the comments right now what you think about this, and also let me know how much money have you spent. And there's a lot that we gotta cover, so make sure to pay attention. So this right here is the new Take-Two terms of service, and this is gonna apply to anything under Take-Two. For example, Grand Theft Auto, you know GTA 6 is coming up, so that's also affected. Obviously NBA 2K and so on. And a lot of people are freaking out about this right here. Section 15, basically they're saying that we have to waive the right to send them to court, to take them in front of a jury and a judge, and also anything when it comes to a class action, which at the moment there's actually a class action against Take-Two in California, which of course we're going to talk about as well. But this right here applies to any user residing in the United States and any other territory other than Australia, Switzerland, the United Kingdom, or the territories of the European Economic Area. So if you're not in the US, you are protected by, of course, any laws out there and any regulations that any other place has. For example, Australia, the United Kingdom, and so on, that you guys can see right here. So it's mainly the US. The US always has horrible stuff like this going on with many different companies. It's not just 2K. There's a lot of iffy and sketchy stuff going on, and sadly that's just the world that we live in, especially here in the US. So if you're outside of the US, you're a little bit more protected, but obviously this is going to affect everybody, because I feel like 2K is scared, especially after the class action that I spoke about. And you guys can actually see, if you were to just Google and just do your own research, you can see that Take-Two Interactive is being sued over virtual currency. And if you've been playing 2K for a while, then you know that the microtransactions have gotten crazy when it comes to 2K, My Team, and of course other games too that also include microtransactions. But 2K is being sued. It's a class action. You can actually see NBA 2K's publisher Take-Two, of course, is being sued because you can't transfer the virtual currency you buy between games, which definitely makes sense, because once a 2K is over, you know, they get rid of the VC, they get rid of your My Team stuff, your 2K player, everything like that. And a lot of people were also freaking out about everything that 2K does have under virtual currency and virtual items, which actually they've had this for a while, and other companies also have this, which is really crazy, like for example Madden, FIFA. And so for those that don't know, the virtual items that you do buy, you don't actually own them. 2K owns them. Any other company that does microtransactions, you're gonna see something similar. Like if you were to read everybody's terms of service, which I know a lot of you guys don't be reading, including myself, we just be clicking yes and then just play the game, right? But this just goes to show you how crazy the gaming industry has gotten, and 2K definitely is a big part of the problem when it comes to virtual items, virtual currency, microtransactions. That's why you're seeing a lot of different countries, a lot of different parts of the world, you know, they're changing the laws, they're changing certain things. And so certain parts of the world are already ahead of the US. And if you want to see how crazy it gets, look at this. We have the right to modify, delete, move, remove, or suspend any virtual items at any time with or without notice to you and with no liability of any kind to you. So basically they're saying that at any point they can get rid of your VC, your players, and they don't even have to tell you. You have no rights or anything, because again, they own the virtual items. Like when you sign that terms of service, you are basically saying that the virtual items do not belong to you. However, though, if you have a good lawyer and stuff like that, something like the terms of service, like it's not really gonna hold up if you have a really good lawyer. So keep that into consideration as well. That's why people right now are suing 2K with this class action, because of what they're doing, especially with the servers being shut off. And I already know that some people are gonna be like, but Carlos, you spend money on 2K, you're part of the problem. And listen, as a content creator, I do sometimes spend money on the game to bring you guys pack openings, but it's not like I upload a pack opening every single day or spend money on a new build every single day like other people. Like I actually bring you 2 to 3 videos a day with all different type of videos. You know, you got gameplays, you got squad builders, you got no money spent series, locker codes, tips, news. You know, for example, this video, like I cover everything on this channel. So it's not like my channel is just like, hey, here, I'm spending money, you spend money too. I always tell you guys, don't spend your money. Do not give 2K their money. I only do it for YouTube videos to bring you guys content. That way I just have the players to bring you other videos. You know what I mean? Like it's really different when a content creator spends money versus your average person. Like don't be spending money. I tell you guys this every single time that you see me spend money. Do not spend money on this game. Just go after the free stuff, the free rewards, just play the game normally. And if you do have money and you want to spend it on 2K, then it's your money. You earned it. You're able to do whatever you want. You know what I mean? It's not like I'm over here being like, hey, you got to do this, you got to do that. No, like just go at your pace. Do what you want to do. I'm just here to let you know everything that you need to know when it comes to playing NBA 2K, especially my team. And so you continue reading, right? 2K does mention virtual items. You know, it belongs to them. VC, you don't actually own them. And even though 2K basically is saying that if you agree to the terms of service, you can't send them to courts. However, though, you actually still can, but you do have to opt out. And they actually do give you basically a nice little rundown of exactly how to do that, even though it's going to take extra steps. You know, right here you can see your right to opt out. So you can actually opt out. Now, you do have to send them a letter. You have to notify, you know, them in writing within 30 days of the dates that you first accept this agreement, which is going to be the opt-out notice. And so if you do want to opt out of that right there, you would have to send them a letter in writing to this location, this address, and you know, you have to include your full name, your mailing address, your account name if you have one, and a clear signed statement that you do not agree to basically that agreement. You are responsible for ensuring a receipt of your opt-out notice. So, you know, you have to use something that's going to give you a written receipt and so on. And so you are actually able to opt out of it. But at the same time, though, the fact that 2K is adding something like that is kind of crazy just because, you know, again, I feel like it's because they're getting sued at the moment, you know, with the class action, with this right here specifically. So I think 2K is trying to cover themselves, even though, again, with the good lawyer, stuff like this would definitely not hold up in courts. Again, I'm not a lawyer, so don't quote me on that. But I'm pretty sure that when it comes to a signing of the terms of service, not a lot of people read it, and it's kind of just, 2K and other companies trying to protect themselves. But if you actually do have a case against 2K, you can still sue them. You can actually find other ways of, getting whatever you want back, or, even at the same time, though, I feel like 2K definitely will be changing certain things, not only because of the class action, but also with the regulations, the laws that the US is continuing to pass, and hopefully they pass in the future. You know what I mean? Like, they definitely do need to protect a lot of us out here. And it's even more important to protect the people that are underage that do play 2K and other games that do have microtransactions, because obviously they're underage. And sadly, 2K does have a monopoly when it comes to basketball and games like that. Like, you can't find another basketball game out there, sadly. I wish we had NBA Live at least, or a competition, some type of competition for 2K, because if they had competition, they definitely wouldn't be doing stuff like this. Or maybe they still would, because obviously, again, they're being sued with that class action. So it's kind of crazy to see that 2K is adding this, and I'm assuming that when February the 28th does roll around, they're probably going to be dropping something crazy in 2K, because obviously that's when it's going to take into effect. And I'm assuming that once you load up 2K on that date, it's going to say, do you agree to the new terms of service? If you say yes, you can play. If you say no, I doubt you're going to be able to play. So I want to know what you guys think about this. Obviously, I'm going to be doing more research, and I'll be sure to keep you guys updated with anything else. So let me know what you think about it. And as always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.